what secret would you give her to getting started and staying committed?
I think getting started was never an issue for her. Again, it has to do with that necessity. Sometimes when you're in a position that you feel as if the only way to go is up, the trajectory is just status quo is unacceptable. You've got to move. Then getting started is not really an issue, and I guess it's a challenge when you have the option of sort of languishing or the option of just kind of stopping. That's the challenge. I think that's the place of challenge. For young people, I guess I can't really speak to young people today. I'm of a certain age. I can only speak of young people when I was growing up. Yeah. We knew that we weren't going to be able to come back home to our parents' house. We had to go and do something, and wherever that took you, it took you, but coming back home was not an option. You had to move on. Right. You had to do something for yourself. So even when I was in college, I majored in engineering, although I knew I wanted to go to medical school because I wanted to be certain that I would be employable. I would have a job when I graduated if, for whatever reason, I did not get into medical school. Now, should I have been so worried about getting into medical school? No. But I didn't know. It was an X factor, until it was done. I didn't know I was going to get into medical school. And if I didn't get into medical school, I needed to be able to get a job. So major in engineering. Wow.
You made that sound so simple. Major in engineering is something major, especially for a brother like me, man. Going into engineering, that's a commitment right there. So that just speaks to the level of desire that you have, and also the bandwidth to be able to do that. That's awesome. So tell me about, now that you've discovered your niche, what secret do you have to staying consistent?
That's a good one. That's still a challenge for me, consistency, because I thrive on inspiration and imagination. And to maintain that or to cultivate that, I think is a constant challenge. And without it, I languish. I kind of go around in circles. I just kind of wander until I find it. And then when I find it, it's like I go from 0 to 1,000. When I find it, then all of a sudden I'm moving at light speed. But until it's found, the consistency, that's a challenge. So my secret of late has been to think about those triggers. What can trigger the inspiration? How can I chip away at the things around inspiration until the inspiration comes? And that's really, I think, the best thing is not to panic, because I think I tend to panic inwardly when I don't have that something, and I tend not to be satisfied with just enough. I want it to be inspired. I want it to be great. But consistency really comes from being able to break the bigger project or task into smaller elements that can be pursued over time, in the absence of that spark of imagination or that flow that one might seek.
And so when we look at your niche, what level of intensity do you believe someone needs to have to pursue and maintain the course towards finding and developing their niche?
That's a powerful one. I think that question belies a philosophical perspective that you can manufacture the niche. But I would say that the niche is it's God-given.
Yeah.
It's inspired. And it's in your DNA. If you're really in your niche, it's in your DNA. It's a part of you. There's a congruence there. And so with that, then it's a matter of allowing what is within to manifest without or externally. And so the intensity sometimes can be a barrier to that flow or that expression. Sometimes you just have to let go and let what's inside come out. And when you do that, sometimes you find that what's produced is far beyond whatever you could have imagined if you had pushed. So it's a balance between sort of, I use these terms, organic and the muscular. Like, how muscular do you have to be in order to, let this organic manifest into something that is that God-given niche, right? And so, there are times when you have to push through, but I would say the intensity, and maybe it's just because of my life experience, I shy away from intensity, and I really gravitate toward that expression or that flow, letting what's inside come out.
As promised, here is the gift that we have as a thank you for watching. I have to admit though, this bonus is not just a gift, it is a solution. Click the link below if you are an educator, expert, or entrepreneur struggling to define your niche and convert it into your first book. Join the free 30-day challenge and let us help you achieve your dream of becoming a published author. With less than 40 minutes a day, our expert guidance will help you to discover your niche, develop content, and deliver it to your tribe as your first book. Don't wait any longer and make your dream a reality today. Click the link below right now and get started right away. Thank you for watching. And remember, if innovative change is an engine, your unique dream and ability could be its fuel.